Hi there, Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and who is Loy Machedo? The date is July 21st, 2015. July 21st, yeah, 2015. Time right now is 11:04 in the night. Anyway, I'm night owl. So anyway, today's book review is going to be Ben Parr's Captivology. The science of capturing people's attention. Nice little book. I like the design. Ben Parr's face looking like this. In fact, he looks much better in the inside pages. Now, who's Ben Parr? Ben Parr is an award-winning journalist, entrepreneur, investor, and expert on attention. He's a co-founder and managing partner of Dominate Fund, which is a venture capital firm, and the co-editor and editor-at-large of Mashable. He's also the top 10 tech journalist in the world by Say Media, and also named to the Forbes 30 under 30. So, really great guy. Well, see, the thing is, whenever I'm looking for a book, if I find a book that has the word neuroscience or science or the science of written on top of it, it gets my undivided attention. And when you have a profile like this author on a book, including that says the science of getting attention, it obviously knows, it screams like, grab me, this is the book, Loy, you have to read. The book in its introduction, when I opened its pages, it gave me 4 questions. Okay, the first one is, why are we captivated to sites like Facebook and Instagram? Why do musicians go popular as Beyonce but some others never make it? Why do some non-profits such as Charity, Water, succeed at getting our donations while other charities are ineffective? And finally, why can't anyone seem to keep the attention of their kids? So these 4 questions were very powerful, and I knew for a fact that this was a book I had to buy. And I'm glad I pretty much bought the book, because it had amazing content. All right. In the book, there are 7 triggers. That is one, the automaticity, sensory cues. It focused on framing, that is adapting to someone else's point of view. Disruption, challenging the unexpected. Reward, motivating people intrinsically and extrinsically. Reputation, drawing on experts to build trust. Then mystery, creating suspense and intrigue. And finally, acknowledgement, fostering a deep connection, as people tend to pay attention to those who provide them with validation and understanding. Now, each of these 7 points would have volumes if I had to speak about it. And I don't want to give you much because I want you to read the book. But it's a brilliant book. The book is absolutely brilliant. The 3 examples that I can share with you in the book that were, one, a scientific team came out with an analysis of human poop, and they wanted people to read it, so they came out with a creative title that said "In-Depth Analysis of a Piece of Shit." That was really nice. Another episode where a contestant who wanted to be noticed by a judge and score points, what he did is he thought it would be a very smart idea to come really close to the judge next to his ear and then scream at the top of his lungs. And no points for guessing what did the judge think of him. And finally, to serious examples like when you state, when you give state in your enterprise that your enterprise has been funded by Google Ventures, only if true, or how Kina Granis, an amateur singer who managed to amass over 1 million subscribers on her YouTube channel, how did she do it? So this book kind of gives you the insight into such happenings. The moment of truth. We live in a world where everyone's clamoring for attention, even me. Okay, I always try to do the best to stand out, if not for the tattoos, for everything else. People are, advertising their products. People are getting into networking sessions and seminars, trying to make sure that people remember them on social media. Facebook, they're trying to get friends. YouTube channel, they're trying to get more real-time interactive subscribers. So everyone's doing something or another. Even today in interviews and jobs and resumes, they're trying to scream that, notice me, I'm the one. So this challenge for getting people's attention never ends. And if you have a book like this one, that tells you how the mind works, how human beings react to different situations with their complex cues, I think the person who applies such information is the one who would get noticed. The only suggestion that would make this good book a really great book would have been if he would give much more data, more facts, and more research material. I was instantly sucked onto this book, and had he implemented with much more, made it say double the size, I'm telling you, this book would be an instant classic, like Robert Cialdini's The Science of Influence. So overall, I give this book a 9 out of 10. Okay, amazing book, brilliant book. You must buy this book. You must read it. So Loy Machedo highly recommends Ben Parr's book and tells you, read it, you love it, and great stuff to implement. So live from loymachedo.com. Any other questions, let me know. Love to hear from you. Goodbye for now.